This is a demo on how to use the HD DVR with Dish Network, and we have a 622, same as a 722, with a little less hard drive, and we're hooked up through an HDMI cable and have the closed captioning turned on. So with either with this remote or the black one you may have, the button configuration's all still the same. And you can change a channel one of 4 different ways: by pushing the channel number, like that, and or arrowing up or down above the select buttons, like that. Or while you're on a channel, you can hit the right arrow button, and that'll bring up a see-through banner on the bottom there that you can navigate your channels while you're still watching your show. When you find one you want to go to, hit select and we're on our way. Most commonly people use the guide button. So when we hit the guide button, first the guide comes up, you have video and sound in the corner, you have an info screen, you got time and date, and above that it's on all HD. If I hit the guide button again, we're going to toggle through the different guides that we have set up. So now if I hit it again, we're going to go to a favorites list that was set up, or all channels, or all subscribed. So out of the box, your receiver is going to have all subscribed, all channels, and all HD. So on all subscribed, it's only going to show you things that you have access to. And in this guide, you can arrow up and arrow down through the channels. Or you can use the page buttons to go up and down a sheet at a time. So I'm going to go cruise up through there, and as you can see, we are seeing nothing but blue in the left, and both HD and non-HD. If I hit the button again, we're going to go to all HD, and we're only going to have access to the HD channels. If we go to all channels, we'll not only have HD and standard definition, but we'll also be able to see things that we don't have access to in our programming package. And as you can see, we have most everything on our showroom account. If there's something that you don't have on in your package, it'll be either green or red on the left, like whatever channel that is. So also in the guide, you can push a number. I push 2. It'll take me to 2. Or I can arrow to the right and see what's on later, or arrow to the left and come back to now. So in the guide, these are your DVR buttons, and while you're in this guide, right now we're at 5:30 on Friday the 25th. If I hit the skip forward button, that increases us by 24 hours. So now we're at Saturday at 5:30, and then Sunday and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and we can go out 9 days like that. We can skip back in 24-hour increments with the skip back button. So if you want to go to a show, you just hit select and it'll take you there. Now while you're on a channel, the DVR buttons, you can just push pause. So we froze in a good spot there. We're clicking off time, as you can see. That's how many seconds we're getting away from live TV. So going over the DVR button, skip forward goes ahead in 30-second increments. Skip back goes back in 10, rewind and fast forward, and the more times you hit them, the faster you go. You got play here, and then you got record. So we've gone 28 seconds, so if I hit play, it resumes from where we left off. So we have a 30-second buffer here, so if I skip forward 30 seconds, it puts us to live TV, and it indicates that on the right-hand corner. Now, if I want to record, there's a couple different ways I record. I can just hit the record button. So it brings up something down here. We have a dual tuner box. We have a TV1 and a TV2. So we have 2 live feeds of TV. One for TV1, which is an HD feed coming from the box in either red, blue, green, or red, white, or HDMI, or red, white, and yellow. And a TV2 feed that's going to the second TV that's a coax feed. Typically the second TV is then modulated to channel 60 or 73. So either Air 60 or Cable 73 is what your TV in the other room is hooked to, and you got a number 2 remote in there. that speaks to this box through a UHF antenna. That's how that works. So again, if I hit record, I can either record this to TV1 or to TV2. So if I hit select on TV2 and hit OK, it'll record that to TV2. So right down here on the box, there's a green light, and then there would be a blue light if TV2 were on. The red light next to TV2 just came on because I sent that recording there. And we're currently, the furthest left-hand light is either single mode or dual mode. Right now we're in dual mode, meaning we could, if we wanted to, watch something live here and something else live there. So the other way to record is to go back to our guide and find a channel that's not on yet to set a recording. So we want Never Home at 5 o'clock for the news, and I always want to watch it when I get home. So I hit select, it brings this screen up. So this screen, this is always your navigation, so I arrow over and hit select on one of these buttons, usually once, all new episodes, or all episodes, meaning you're going to get reruns and repeats. So I'm going to do all new episodes, then I'm going to hit create timer, and it'll set that recording up for me. I probably didn't want to, but we can always cancel it. So it's set to record on TV1 at 5 o'clock. All boxes by default record the first channel on TV2. So there must be something else that's going to record that interrupts that 5 o'clock time frame. So then the second thing that's going to record will record on TV1. And then to get to your recordings, we hit the DVR button twice. So the first time brings you here, which is Dish on Demand, and then we want to go to My Recordings. So in My Recordings, we have a list of all of the channels that we have recorded and what our time is. So on a 722, you got 350 hours of standard and 55 of HD. The old things roll off as you record new things. So right now that Dr. Phil that I set to record is recording, and there's 2 minutes of it there. I can, from either TV, select anything that I want to record off this hard drive and start it anytime I want. So for us, we just record everything. We never watch anything live. And then I'm able to skip through commercials and get right to the show, like I just did here with FX and Justified. So if I hit over here, the menu button brings up this menu. Couple things in here that is helpful. The theme and search, locks if you want to do parental controls, and preferences if you want to set up a favorites list like we have. So first, theme and search. If I go here, I can say I want sports. So I got a theme, and then I'll pick a sub-theme. And right now I'm all about racing. So I'm going to get results, and here's where I can go in. It'll bring all racing results. So I can set it up to record all the NASCAR events over the next 9 days. And if I do all new episodes, I don't have to worry about whether things are going to get recorded or not. But as you can see, all we have available to us in here, because of our search criteria, is racing. And if I wanted to hit that, I could record that once and hit create timer, and it's going to record at that time for us and then be in our DVR. So a couple of the other things real quick. Locks, if we click on this, you can go ratings, channel, front panel. You need to create a 4-digit code here, and then you can lock pay-per-view or adult. So if you have young kids in the house, might be a good thing to do. The book that you're left with has instructions on how to do all of these things that I'm showing you. Preferences, and then favorites. And in preferences, you can set, there's a screensaver that comes on. You can increase that time or decrease it. By default, it downloads at 3 a.m. You can switch that to the afternoon or whenever you want. So if we hit favorites, we got all channels, all subscribed, all HD. And down here under the pink or whatever one is Brooke. So if I wanted to make another list, I just select that, go to modify list, select the channels that I want in it. I can edit the name and name